all of the YouTube tips for designing the, the best videos say you should start with the end in mind. You should have like a little plan kind of as to what's going to go on in the video. Think about the thumbnail ahead of time. How's that for a thumbnail right there? A pile of dirty dishes on the counter. I don't know where the day is going to go. I do know that it is a Tuesday. I got that far. I took a shower, put some cranberry oil on my face. The kids are pretty much, I think, dressed. Maria got a little bath in this morning too. Hey. Do you want to say something?
I don't know.
You don't know. And we're gonna do some homeschool. I'm gonna go and blow dry my hair. Peter just got out some ornaments, that is like crafting ornaments. Looks like he's gonna craft up some ornaments. Joseph is listening to music, of course, back in his room and dancing basically like a madman. Warren did a huge favor for me today. He had to run into town for a couple business meetings, and so you might have seen in one of my last videos that we had stopped by church to pick up the donations for the food pantry, and the church was locked and no one was at the rectory. So anyway, we picked that up on Sunday, and then instead of me running in to make that special trip for that, Warren had said, sure, I'll just drop it off because I'm going to be going basically right by the place. So that was nice, so I don't have to do that. What else? Did I already say that we're going to work on some homeschool today? And I did use like my cast iron grill pan on my gas stove last night, and I did grill up some chicken, but we were in such a rush to get out the door for like communal penance. That's like confession, but kind of where they have it, where a number of priests all at the same time, and everybody can go and do confession before Christmas here. But so we were in such a rush to run out the door for that, and we had to pick up Sam from driver's ed, yada yada, right? I just ended up having to put the chicken in a crock pot. So I'm going to put that on for lunch. We're going to do those salads, which is kind of a winter salad. I'm going to slice up pears, and we'll put on some chopped walnuts. And yes, thank you, Shirley, for the walnuts. And we are going to... what else am I'm going to put on some sweetened dried cranberries on there, and I think that's going to be about it. Is that everything? The chicken? Yeah, so we're going to do that for lunch, and I don't know. I don't really know where the day is going to be going, but I just thought it'd be kind of a fun day to vlog. So let's see what happens today. Just for reference, it is 18 degrees today at 9:30, so not overly cold. I'm wearing one of my new outfits. You guys might have seen in that video as well. I got these like skinny jeggings or whatever you call them from Target, and this shirt is from Walmart, and the shoes are also from Target. So got that on today, and we're just kind of like ready to go. Okay, so Grandma gave us these ornaments. They're like those clear plastic ones that you just take the top off, and then you can fill it with fun stuff. So what did you put in here?
This is confetti. Peter got a white little bag of confetti. They were just red stars, and I got an orange bag of confetti. No, they're pink stars. Yeah, pink stars. They look kind of red.
Let me see. No, I think those are red. Those are red stars and gold
angels.
Angels.
And
it's
I got
beautiful.
An orange bag of confetti with the angels. So me and Peter did a mix.
Yes, those are beautiful. Those are going to look really pretty.
Yeah.
I think it's getting so exciting. I love putting out the Christmas presents ahead of time. And so yesterday, Warren and I spent some time just kind of like zipping back to the bedroom any chance we had to wrap a few presents here and there. So we are getting the presents wrapped. And I'm not sure if you guys saw a video I did last year on some of our family traditions, but a lot of our family traditions revolve around Christmas. And one of the things that we always do is we get the kids 3 kind of like packages to open. There's always something for fun, something to wear, and something to read. And you know, we're pretty we take those categories pretty liberally in the sense that, you know, lots of things can fit into those types of categories. So anyway, and then their presents are all wrapped in the same wrapping paper. So like, for example, this Santa wrap, there's going to be 3 presents under the tree, and all 3 of those go to the same person, but we don't label them ahead of time. So the kids look at every single present, wondering which set of 3 is for them. And here's like another Santa wrap. And then they also can kind of see which presents have already been purchased. Because, you know, like this one over here, there's only one of those wrappings yet. And they're all like, wait a minute, who would that be for? They didn't even get all their presents yet. So anyway, it's just a lot of fun. It's probably my very favorite tradition that comes along with Christmas.
Just saying, there's not a third one of these.
There is not a third one?
2.
Yes, you're right. There are only 2 for that person so far. The other one hasn't come. I am still purchasing Christmas gifts, and the last thing that I purchased said it's going to be arriving on December 23rd. So let's hope that that actually happens. There's one of my favorite ornaments in there. It is Mary holding Jesus. I just love, I don't know if it's coming in clearly, but I do just love that ornament. Here are some of the pretty ornaments that the kids made just this year. This one is so pretty. These clear balls, and then they just like tucked in all this stuff. Grandma, you made that one? Grandma gave them an entire bin with art supplies in it, or crafting supplies. So they have been busy making fun and making messes all with that. So, okay, I need to go blow dry my hair, and then we need to get some school done. I took down my shower curtain because it's a little bit grungy and it needs to go into the wash. So what I like to do is take down both the clear liner and the like fabric part, and I'm just going to throw it in the washer with whatever other towels I have, and that kind of gets it sort of clean. Sorry about the lighting there. And that's going to get it nice and clean. Yeah, so I don't know, you know, not exciting stuff, but it actually is something that makes me feel really good when I actually do it, because I hate getting in the shower when the shower curtain is grimy, and it's been at least 4 months since I've done that, and it's getting pretty grimy. There's no laundry soap. You should first try one. So I never really know what I'm going to be talking about in videos, but I did just want to share this quick since I was just reading with Peter. So if you have, you know, a child who's a new reader and they're sort of getting beyond that just like basic phonics style books, one of the things that I found that works really nice is to, like, of course, you know, just kind of look at books and see if the words are written nice and big and, you know, in a really simple to read font, because I do find that books that have more difficult fonts seem to be harder for, you know, younger kids to read. And then I also, what we like to do is, you know, like if I'm sitting on the left, I'll read everything that's on the left, and then Peter would read everything on the right, or, you know, whoever the child is that's with me. And it's such a nice way to get them reading books that might be a little bit more difficult. So it just kind of helps to challenge them a little bit, to get them out of reading just those phonics books that sometimes don't even fully make sense, and get them into reading some better literature here. And so, you know, we just kind of take turns reading, and that makes it so that it's not quite so daunting for them to go from those simple books that have maybe 7 or 8 pages to a little bit longer book. And then also I like to intersperse that with some nonfiction as well. And these kind of, I've noticed that these Pebble Plus books are usually pretty good books for beginning readers. I'll show you one of the pages. You know, so simple font setting and good space between the words and everything. It just really, I think they're really good books. And I like these because it gives us a chance to talk about table of contents and, shh, Joe. it gives us a chance to talk about what a table of contents is and what a glossary is and what an index is and things like that. Because if you're following a traditional language arts curriculum, all of that's in there, learning how to use a table of contents and learning what a glossary is and an index and things like that. But if you're not following a traditional language arts curriculum, like we kind of are very loose in that with following it to a T and then kind of doing our own thing. Joe, you have to stop right now, okay? I've done this enough times that I don't have to always follow the curriculum anymore because I just kind of know the things that are important to point out. So I just try to make sure that if we're not following a, kind of a word for word curriculum type thing, I make sure I get all those things in there. And that is one of the things that they are always in the curriculums, talking about the parts of the book, even words such as like spine and cover, hardcover, paperback, author, illustrator, things like that. It's just really important, I think, to bring those in, and it just helps your kids to have a bigger vocabulary. So, okay, I hope that helps you guys if you are homeschoolers. Well, I got Joe here. That's a good thing. You making tally marks? Yeah. Yes, I like those. Those are nice tally marks. He's been learning in math how to make tally marks. I can't quite get him to do 4 and then the diagonal. He just pretty much fills up whatever amount of space he has and then he does the diagonal, but it's a start. So now that I have him here, we're gonna get some books and read. No, we're not going to. Whoops, where are you? You're right there. I think we are. We're gonna read.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, 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 yes. You know what? We are going to.
I like that. It's like
Dad just got back and brought a treat. What'd you bring? He brought sweet and dried cranberries and dried wild blueberries. Super cool. Super cool. Oh my gosh, we just opened up these Mary Annie wild blueberries. These are incredible. They do have corn syrup and sugar added. And I know those things are supposed to be not good for you, but wow. These are delicious. Look at them. They're really tiny, just like the wild blueberries that we pick out here by us. Really, really tiny little blueberries, whole. These are so good. Okay, we gotta answer the phone. That never gets easier. Getting kids set to go outside. It's not so bad because right now they can all do all their own boots and mittens and snow pants and all of that. But yesterday Sam went out and he put the four-wheeler plow onto the four-wheeler, and they plowed off like a section out on the pond, and so now ice skating is the thing. So getting them ready for ice skating is always a lot of work. And I just thought, since we did 2 loads of dishwasher dishes already and laundry already, and I got the what was that called, my shower curtain, I got that all hung up and everything. We did a bunch of school. I'm getting outside. Warren has to load up the wood racks. Yep, I'm by the tractor. So Warren was going to load up the wood racks, and I thought, I have not been getting outside the way I want to lately, and it is chilly but really a beautiful day, and so I thought, let's get outside and do some work. Okay, and then we load a second one. Warren and I got the wood racks loaded up and he got them in place, and so I ran over here just to see how they were doing out on the ice. And they're having just a great old time. I see Eska got a hold of a football. Nice. Good job, you guys. Whoa, ouch. Score. Score. Yeah, that was a goal. Good one.
Trust me, I know how to play this. We played it at school the other day. Okay, Maria, there's one thing. To get a better hit, use this part like that. Okay.
Yep, you want to put your arms the different way. So there you go. Good job. Whoops, I somehow zoomed way in. I don't know what just happened.
I think the real hockey people are better than us. They actually have real hockey pucks.
All right, don't judge us. You guys see what they're using as a hockey puck? A little doll that they found.
Broken doll that's so dirty.
A broken doll.
Well, its hand is not there.
He doesn't have a hand anymore?
Well, it has Peter!
Oh!
You can't get on this.
Come on, Maria, go for it.
Yes! On this game you can't. No! Yes, on real hockey you can.
Everyone plays by their own rules.
This is going to be the craziest hockey game you've ever seen.
Okay. Oh, try again, Maria. Good job, score!
20 points for that because that went into the snow.
20 points?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, it's my turn. Maria, you got to pass me the ball.
Goal! We're back in for lunch now, and for lunch we're just doing kind of a mix of sandwiches for whoever isn't really into this style of salad, which is pretty much everybody. But I wanted to put together this winter salad here. This is just a mix of just iceberg lettuce and spinach, and then on top of that I put almost a full pear that I sliced up. And then all that chicken that I had in the crock pot here, it's chicken thighs that I seasoned up with like just salt, pepper, I think garlic powder, some minced onion, and I feel like, oh, and some parsley flakes. And, and then on top of that, I just put some of these whole cranberries. They're like a whole dried cranberry, and then some walnuts. And then I wanted a little extra salt since I'd have the sweetness from the cranberries and the pears. I want a little more saltiness, so I did throw on some sunflower seeds as well. And then I just used some Italian dressing. I think ranch dressing would be really good with this too. But these are the whole cranberries. They're Graceland fruit. These are so good. They are a sweetened product, like most cranberry things are, but they're actually, let's see if that can show, they're actually whole cranberries. Instead of being sliced and then dried, they just dry down the whole thing, and they're really chewy and they're really good, and I really, really love them. I have never seen them in the store around here, yeah, so you're wondering, well, where do I get them from? When Warren attends different business meetings and stuff, he picks them up. I do believe that they might be in some Targets, and they actually might be online someplace too, so I'll see if I can find those and link to them, but super, super good. It's the afternoon now. It's like really, really close to 3 o'clock, and the kids are all waiting for a cookie because we try to remember to do snack time at about 3 o'clock. Otherwise, they want to snack all the time. Like lunch is done, and they're just like, okay, I want to have another snack. What? Okay, I see Joe wants to get in on this too. What are you doing there? Listening to music? Show us what you've got. Can you put it upright for the camera so the camera can see it too? Put it upright. Is that Joseph? There we go. Isn't that pretty?
No.
It's like a fast version of Silent Night.
No.
Well, then what is it?
Night.
Yeah, Silent Night.
Dark.
Dark. All of a sudden, Sam's on the phone. He's talking to Nick. He's like, yeah? Oh, okay. And Sam all of a sudden just got really serious. And I was just like, oh my gosh, is everything okay? You know, because you just never know. You have young adult kids and you just never know what they're going to call home and need to talk to you about. So, so I just got kind of like still, and my stomach actually started to get a little bit like shaky. And I'm listening and I'm listening and I'm listening. And he's like, okay, Dad's here too. You want to talk to Dad? And Warren gets on with him. And then, you know, I'm watching Warren's face, you know, I'm watching Warren's facial reactions and everything. And then all of a sudden he's like, hey, Sam, Nick's just playing with you. Oh, Sam was so mad. And I was actually very relieved. So he did pass everything with flying colors, and that was excellent. And so tomorrow we have his graduation for police academy, and then we're going to be going out to a restaurant. She's not even paying attention to me. They were wanting a cookie so bad at 10 to 3. I'm like, we got to wait till 3. Now here it is 11 after 3. You going to get a cookie?
Yeah.
Okay. Dad made last night. Warren made Christmas M&M cookies. I had made a batch earlier. We already blew through that batch. And
Wait,
then,
don't we have this,
the what?
frozen ones?
No, we don't have any Christmas M&M cookies. They're all gone. And then Dad made a second batch, and here they are. So at some point, we're actually going to have to make...
Like the other
Oh, you mean the molasses?
Yeah.
We have a few molasses left, yes. But at some
Can I
point...
have one of each?
You ask for a lot, don't you? What do you say? You don't know what the magic word is? Starts with a P?
Please?
There you go. Good job. Yes. I'm actually going to try to make a batch of Christmas cookies that we're not going to eat before Christmas. So I decided to make a double batch. Years ago, I used to make double batches of every single Christmas cookie I'd make, and I'd make somewhere around 12 to 15 different types of cookies or candies. I don't know where I found the time to do that, honestly. And I had little kids at the time. Now I have bigger kids, and you'd think that you'd have more time, but you don't. So, okay, I hope that for those of you who have little kids and feel like you don't have any time, I hope that that didn't just like wreck your world. But anyway, it just seems like it's the truth for me anyway. So I'm gonna make, we just call these candy cane cookies. They're really, I'm gonna put them through the spritz, you know, through like my cookie press and make spritz. And I may, since I'm doing a double batch, I may actually attempt to make some that are in the shape of candy canes. We'll see what actually happens as the day goes on. It's still snowing outside. The kids are heading back out. It's 10 after 4. They're heading back out to do some ice skating. So hopefully I should have a little time to myself here to get this done. Marie and I took a moment to put our hair up here quick because, Mom, if you're watching, yes, sometimes we do actually pull our hair back, right?
Uh-huh.
Tell Grandma, we put our hair back so we don't get hair in the cookies.
Wait, what?
Okay, so in here, since we're doubling this, we have a full cup of shortening and a full cup of butter. I creamed it up really well. Now we're going to add 2 cups of powdered sugar and 2 eggs.
Can I turn it on?
Not yet.
Okay.
We have to put in...
Can I crack the eggs and put them in?
Bring 2 eggs, yes, please.
Okay. Can I crack them and put them in?
Yes, you can. You need a napkin?
Yeah.
Yep, it's good. Pour it in. Do you want to mix?
Do I pour another one?
Yep, do the other egg.
Sure. What's the mixing button?
Just number 1. You just press it 1 button. 1 up.
There.
Okay.
It looks pretty. Are you gonna like scrape it into something?
We are gonna, not yet, we're just gonna scrape and then we're going to do one more mix. That is powdered sugar. Okay, so into here we put in, let's see, I already told you, we put in a full cup of butter, a full cup of shortening, 2 cups of powdered sugar, 2 eggs, and then I should have put in 3 teaspoons of almond extract and 2 teaspoons of vanilla. However, I just ran out of vanilla, and I also see that I have about a half a cup of flour, and I need 5 cups of flour. So Warren, I'm making up a list here, and then when Warren goes to pick up Sam from driver's ed, he's just gonna zip and pick up a couple things for me as well.
A little bit of flour?
We're gonna wait and measure all the flour at once, otherwise I'll forget how much I put in and then we'll mess up the cookie dough. So we're just gonna put a cover on this, set it aside, and we'll have to get back to this at a later point. Hopefully tonight after supper we can make this all happen. Okay, so I'm now heading into Walmart, which definitely, obviously you can tell things have changed. I was out of vanilla and flour and almost out of white sugar and brown sugar and graham cracker crumbs and just all kinds of things that I need for baking. So instead of Warren going in and picking up Sam, ooh, slippery, it's been snowing all day, just decided that I would go in and do that instead of him. All right, so I think there's a little holiday baking going on right now. Oh my goodness. Okay, I hope I can find what I'm looking for. I think I just scored the very last bag of powdered sugar. Okay, no great value brown sugar, so we're gonna go with C&H. And we're just gonna go 2 just in case. I wanted another bag of powdered sugar too. Okay, now to find my favorite flour. It's here. We're gonna get 1, 2, and 3. Alrighty, so Walmart did it again. They suckered me into all kinds of things here. So we got some hot fries and some frosted animal cookies and more graham crackers than I probably need, but I just wasn't sure. A couple stocking stuffers for Warren, and then I'm really excited to give him this here. So I found this, something brand new, at least new to me. He's gonna love that. And then a little bottle of champagne. How about that for some fun? Alrighty, so the circus cookies, they went back. Guys, the sugar addiction is real. Like, probably about May or so, I tried to start introducing more carbohydrates back into my diet in what I thought was going to be in moderation. Moderation in carbohydrates, it just doesn't really work for me. I don't know if maybe I'm a little more sensitive to it, or I don't know what it is, or I just love sugar. I don't even know, because it doesn't even have to be sugar carbohydrates. The minute I start eating carbohydrates, I just start packing on the pounds. So anyway, I was like, you do not need those circus cookies. The kids don't need the circus cookies. I surely don't need the circus cookies. I pulled forward and now I can't get into the back of the van. Darn it. So put the circus cookies back, but got plenty of other stuff. And I have about 10 minutes to go get Sam, so I think I'm gonna be a couple minutes late. Alrighty, so we're home. We finished up supper. It's 7:30, and the kids are doing their cleanup right now. They are cleaning up, and I was just lucky to get that stuff at, get the baking supplies at Walmart, because when I was just filling up my container here, I see that I actually got dark brown sugar, not even light brown sugar, and I didn't realize that in the store, but yeah, and those were just like the last, it seemed like, if I remember right, some of the last few bags of brown sugar, so that was kind of crazy. But I'm gonna put the camera on you. Warren's actually reading this book right now. We were just talking about this. So it's called Walking Home, and it is a work of fiction, but
I wish it wasn't. I want it to be real.
And it's kind of funny because I never have that feeling like at the beginning of reading a book that I already feel like it's real, but it's at the end when the book is over, and then I'm like, wait a minute, all the characters just felt so real to me that you want it to keep going. But he is already feeling that way at the beginning. Like, we've read the jacket cover, we've read the publication page over and over and over, looking to see if this is actually a true story. And it appears that it is truly a work of fiction. So anyway, just thought I'd share that with you. He's enjoying this book so far. I am back at making my spritz cookies here, and I did add the rest of the almond extract, and I added the rest of the vanilla that I had run out of. And there's also 5 cups of flour in here, and almost 2 teaspoons of salt, and then I just blended it really, really well. The one thing I can say about this recipe is that the salt can sometimes be a little bit overpowering, so you really, really, really have to really cream it well to really mix that salt in, and yeah, just to really kind of spread it out. Okay, so now I'm just going to kind of form this into a little bit more of a ball here, and I'm going to let this chill. I'm not sure if I'm actually... No, I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to color this with my food coloring first, and then I will chill it down and probably not make these until tomorrow.